today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 12 of the
final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Howell, first play, going to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Flushed out right.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Right back to Singletary on second down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
A 3rd down gain of 19. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Howell's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Brian Daboll reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
And he's got his man. Back Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing Jones. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. 72 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Howell. He completes it to Beckham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
31 yards there and a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run with Gibson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
And he'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Howell, another throw on 2nd down.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Another throw for Howell.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Over the middle here to Rudolph. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second down throw for Howell. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And once more, Howell back to the air. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun. Jones.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
One last shot before the break. Howell
going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Jones. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary.
And this will be a Giants 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A throw over the middle taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
1st down, Howell to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
3rd and 2, here's Howell.
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now throwing on 1st down here.
Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Off play action. It's Howell.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones.
This pass into the hands of Turner.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he finds McLaurin. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. This one left side caught by Gibson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Dodson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On the give, this is Singletary. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A give, Singletary right side to the 27-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They will run with Singletary. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now a run with Singletary. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Singletary. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jones throw here, taken in by Knox.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Jones now on first down.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From just shy of midfield, Jones.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
And he'll complete this to Gibson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he's got it. Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
from 8 yards out.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
That one looks like he'll throw here, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.